Hi guys, welcome back to my channel.
On this journey we will find our souls begin to intertwine. Your heart of gold, so pure, divine, and I lost myself within the fire, breaking free from my desire. A heart of gold forged.
Before we get started on the meal prep today, I do have a short grocery haul to show you. So today at our local grocery store, I went and I bought 2 bags of the riced cauliflower. This was $1.88 a bag. So usually I don't buy the riced cauliflower anymore. I do it myself, but at that price, it was just cheaper. So I grabbed 2 of those. And then I also grabbed 2 of the broccolis, also $1.88 a pound. But the main reason that I went in for was the cheese. So this is 32 ounces of cheese for $4.99. Now I know that shredded cheese is not the greatest on keto because it does have cornstarch and stuff in there to keep it from sticking. But at this price, I just couldn't pass it up. And as you see, the carb counts on it still aren't all that high. So I'm not too worried about it at this point. So I bought 4 bags of cheese at $4.99 a piece. Like I said, you can't beat that price. It was a 3-day special and I picked these up on the last day available. So I'm glad that I scored that amount. And it's good until December of 2019. So these are going to keep in my fridge for a long time. Then I also picked up 2 strip steaks. And I actually got 2 different packages. This package is for $4.91. And then the other package for 2 strips are $5.63. I don't know if I'll be grilling these up for sure over the week. If not, they'll both go into my freezer for a later date. And then, of course, I picked up 4 avocado for the week. You can't do keto without your avocado. We all know that. And then I do have some non-keto items. My husband fends for himself for lunches, and he likes to eat his sandwiches. So I did pick him up some of the Sara Lee artisan bread. This was 2 for $3. 2 loaves of bread for $3. Normally the artisan bread is like $2.80 some cents each. So this was like basically buy one, get one free. So I bought 4 loaves. I'll leave one out. The other 3 going in the freezer for later. A lot of the foods that we get is I buy it when it's on sale and then I freeze it. You're going to see me do that in the meal prep video too. Alright, so you just saw the menu of all the different things that we're going to make. Right now I'm getting started on the bacon. And I always cook my bacon in the oven nowadays, guys. It is so much easier. Less of a mess. I don't have the bacon grease splattered all over my oven. And I preheat my oven to 425 and then just stick the pan in there. It usually takes maybe 10 minutes. Unfortunately, I messed up and halfway through my meal prep, kind of got lightheaded. I hadn't eaten anything. I'm doing this at about 4 o'clock, so I'm about 24 hours in between meals, which is great, but not something that I've done very often. And I was kind of getting lightheaded in between doing all my food, so I had stuck it in the oven, forgot about it. Totally burned the bacon, guys. I mean, way burn it. Yeah, I don't even know if the dog will eat it, burn it. So here I'm just packaging out hamburger in 2-pound, and I'm bagging them up. Again, this is going to go in the freezer. This was a 10-pound roll that I got for like $20. Actually, and I used 3 pounds for a meatloaf that I'm cooking. So a pound of it's going to go into the hamburger fajitas. So basically it's going to be fried right here in the cast iron skillet, as you see. I do most of my cooking in cast iron. I do have one non-stick skillet. It is my square copper skillet, and that's basically what I do like my omelets or scrambled eggs in, if I'm not doing my scrambled eggs in the microwave. Usually my scrambled eggs I'm doing in the microwave unless I'm making several scrambled eggs. And then into the hamburger mix, I'm just going to add the cauliflower rice, give it a mix, and then I'm adding in all of my Mexican seasonings there, and then Last is the onions and peppers. Mostly it was peppers. These were some that I'd sliced up. Anytime, guys, you have some vegetables that are getting soft or you're not going to be able to use them all up, slice them up, zap them in the freezer, and then on those days when you need it, all you have to do is grab it out of the freezer. Saves so much time and money because you have something already made. So here I'm just putting this into a container, and then I'll dish it out throughout the week for my meals. For supper, we're going to have the hamburger fajita salads, and I'm just going to serve it with on lettuce with shredded cheese on top. There you go. Shredded cheese on top, sour cream, a side of avocado. It was really, really good. And here I'm just flattening out the hamburger, guys. You know, these are 2-pound packages. Flattening them out. And then don't forget, I write 2-pound burger and then the month and year on it. And I have 3 of them. Gonna go in that freezer right there. I mean, that's the way to do it. Buy stuff on sale, get it in your freezer. And now for the last 3 pounds of the hamburger that I have, I am going to make meatloaf with. So I added 2 eggs, probably a tablespoon of Worcestershire, a tablespoon of the spicy brown mustard there. I love this salt-free seasoning, guys. I get it at Dollar Tree. I talk about it all the time. I really like it. Some pink Himalayan salt and ground pepper. And that's all that's really going into my meatloaf. I'm going to mix it up just a little bit. Always take your rings off before you mix meatloaf. And then I had ground up some pork rinds, added those in, and just give it a good mix. Had to go and get the pan. I'm not a very organized, have everything out. Basically because I don't have the counter space to have everything out. Then just stick it in the pan and always push it down into all the corners. It helps push any air bubbles out of that. And if you notice, when I put it in the pan, I kind of threw it in the pan. That just helps get air bubbles out of it. I took it out of the pan that I cooked it in and then sliced it up and put it in another pan. And I also took out some frozen, already cooked shrimp. This is another one of those things that I froze ahead. And I just put some in a container, put a little butter and some seasoning on it. I've got buttered shrimp for lunch. I love to have sliced celery in the fridge at all times. And one of the things that I eat it with, besides my peanut butter, is what I'm making right here, and that is the pimento cheese spread. I was out of just jarred pimento, so what I did is I made some with fire roasted pepper that I had in the cupboard, 2 cups of cheese, 1 cup of Duke's mayonnaise. Now I'm adding in some paprika. I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to it. Zhush it up in my little mini food processor here, and we're good to go. Now, when you're making pimento cheese spread or pimento cheese dip, make sure you get it all mixed together, and then it needs to sit in the refrigerator at least 2 hours. 24 hours is the best. Let it get really, really cold and let all those flavors kind of meld together. I love my pimento cheese spread, guys. Sometimes I put cream cheese in it, but usually it's just cheese and mayo. And I also like to add jalapenos to it. I like the flavor of the jalapeno in it. It gives it just a little bit of spice. I like adding also some horseradish to it, but I've been out of horseradish now for almost a month. I keep forgetting it. The cheese I used in here, guys, I just used what I'd already opened for my salad, and that was a Mexican blend, so it had white and yellow cheese both in it. And here it is, all packaged up. I'm just going to stick a lid on it and get it in the fridge, and it's going to be ready for those celery sticks all week long. All right, guys, that's all I have. Thanks for watching. And don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, and share. See you next week.